vlog is for the foodies. Join us for a food tour of Princess Cruise Line's newest ship, the Sun Princess.
And if the packages confused you, don't worry, they confused us too. So we're gonna break down exactly how they work on this cruise.
We're Stephen and Andie, caffeinated travel couple on a mission to see all 50 states.
Plus DC and Puerto Rico.
Join us as we move from camper van to cruise ship.
Let's go!
Be honest, do you go on cruises for the ports of call or for the food? Let us know in the comments.
While we go for the destinations, the food options are a close second and certainly help us decide which cruise line we're going to book. We'd always heard great things about Princess dining.
Especially the pizza, which is very important to this guy.
We're on this new princess ship, the Sun Princess, and we're going to take you along with us to explore some of the amazing food options on board.
Starting as we do with coffee, we're here at Coffee Currents on the newly designed piazza. And if you want to see a full ship tour, go back a couple vlogs, we got you covered. All right, we're going right in for the bakery.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
Andie got a meringue, and I am going to try the raspberry something roulade.
It's not breaking. That was a beautiful food shot fail. Okay, couple of quick disclaimers. First off, if you're interested in seeing things like the steakhouse and other meaty options on the ship, this probably isn't the vlog for you because we don't really like to eat meat too much. We're more pescatarian, but we do hope you'll stick around and see our experiences at the other eateries. And number two, we only cover 2 of the specialty dining options. Those are gonna be the Catch by Rudy and Makoto Ocean for reasons I just explained. And also because while we'd love to try so many more of them, we're gonna need a few 100,000 more subscribers before we can afford to do that, so you know what to do.
Yeah. We're in the Americana Diner, which is just aft of the eatery on deck 9, and it's included for all passengers. So, what is included for everyone?
Keep in mind, this information is accurate for our sailing, but we are learning that these things change a lot. They also are different from one cruise line to the next, so this applies to Princess and this particular sailing, but make sure you read those fine prints and everything else on your packages when you book your own cruise. As is typical, dining options like the main dining rooms, the buffet, areas around the Lido deck mostly, and the promenade dining. Those are all included in your basic fare.
Our first experience in the main dining room was pretty lackluster, so we avoided it the rest of the cruise.
I don't know, it looks a little bit like Kraft mac and cheese, but we're gonna see how this tastes.
I'm a little skeptical about this mac and cheese, so I'm gonna try it. It's like Kraft mac and cheese, but just slightly elevated, just a little.
Fortunately, we really enjoyed the other dining areas. The Lido deck, for instance, had a lot of great casual options.
Today I grabbed a slice from The Slice on the Lido deck, and it's also excellent. This is a little bit more of a New York style kind of vibe. I would eat that all day. I think it's really good. Since that pizza was pretty light, I'm gonna try a seafood taco as well. The Americana Diner, where we are now, is a new concept as far as we're aware. It has a cool vintage vibe and it serves classic American fare.
Several options that you would expect to see at a buffet. Things from like American breakfasts to Asian style foods, a Mexican station. They even have poke bowls and a rotating station that features different styles of food each night. Last night was Italian.
Outside on the same level are some promenade dining options, which include a grill, soft serve ice cream, and pizza.
Now, Alfredos Pizza, which is inside the ship, gets a lot of awards for being the best pizza at sea out of all the cruise lines. But the promenade pizza was pretty top-notch as far as we're concerned.
Yeah.
So as we mentioned, this is our second cruise with Princess, and one of the highlights the first time around was Alfredos Pizza. That used to be included without getting any sort of additional meal plan, so we were kind of disappointed, but it was okay that it's included now as part of our Princess Plus package. It's one of the casual dining options, which we are going to go through with you very soon, explaining exactly what that means and why you only get 2 a week. Don't worry, there's plenty of food that's included that is not a part of that casual dining, even though that makes it sound like it's kind of all the regular food. But like I said, we'll explain that later. We decided to come up here to the Promenade and try the Promenade Pizza because that is included in your base fare. And I gotta say, this is pretty much exactly what I remember from Alfredo's. So I don't know if they're serving the same thing up here, and then what the point is of using the casual dining credit at the restaurant down there, unless it's maybe just for the environment. So we're gonna have to go and check out Alfredo's this week and see if we can distinguish what the difference is between the two, and we'll also let you know which one we like better.
That is excellent crust.
Now, let's talk packages. We got the lower of the two. It's called Princess Plus. There's also Princess Premier, and we'll talk a little bit about that after we go through the Princess Plus points. If we're being honest, it got a little confusing for us.
To say the least.
Yeah, and since the package changed since our last Princess cruise, it took us about a day and several questions to really figure out what we were getting. So let's break it down. The Princess Plus package had several great selling points for us. These included crew appreciation.
So we don't have to worry about tips.
Exactly. Wi-Fi for one device for each of us, and room service delivery fees were waived if you had that package. So that was one less thing we had to worry about getting added to our bill by the end of the cruise.
And also it comes with things like Ocean Now, which is basically like room service, but delivered to anywhere that you are on the ship. And that also comes with 2 fitness classes per voyage, which, if we're honest, we didn't use.
After that, it got a bit tricky. Starting with the drinks package, it's advertised as premier drinks and juice bar, which I was really excited about because we were offered that on our last cruise, which was to Alaska. And I was looking all over for the juice bar on that cruise, only to learn that Alaska cruises don't have juice bars. Bummer. So I was very excited that this time we're in the Caribbean. Perfect place for a fresh juice bar, right? Once again, I couldn't find it. I'm going through the app. There's nothing that indicates juice bar. I asked one of the employees on the Lido deck, and he wasn't even sure. Turns out it actually is on the Lido deck. Turns out it's at Coffee and Cones, which makes a ton of sense, right? Anyhow, I went over and got myself a juice. This is what they charge $12 for if you don't have the package. It kind of just looks like dirty water. I got one that has like ginger and lemon juice and apple and I forget what else. It's supposed to be cleansing, so at least it has some good stuff in it, but I was expecting something a little more along the lines of like a fresh pressed juice situation, or if I got really lucky, smoothies like a Jamba Juice, but it all comes out of a machine. It's not the most fresh, and like I said, if you don't have the drinks package, I don't know that this is worth $12. Tastes nice though. I mean one of those like kind of soda style machines where you press a button and then it dispenses it. So I really feel like if you're gonna use that as a selling point and put it so prominently on the name of the package, it should be fresh juices. Just don't think they're delivering on what they seem to be promising.
Yeah, and as far as premium drinks go, the package includes 15 drinks per day, up to $15 each, and that covers anything besides basic brewed coffee, tea, or tap water.
And I think a couple of juices, but completely separate from that whole juice bar situation. So anything like sodas, specialty coffees, hot chocolate, and of course your alcoholic beverages, up to $15. Those will be included in the package. If you get something that costs more than $15, they'll charge you the difference. So it's not such a bad deal. You want one of those $18 cocktails? You'll see a $3 charge on your folio.
And don't forget water. Tap water is free, but if you want bottled water or maybe a Perrier, things like that, that's covered in your package. And if you don't have a package, you can still get those a la carte.
Just be careful because it does add up.
Yeah.
2 other parts of the package that we found the most confusing were premium desserts and casual dining. We especially thought the latter was strange because that made us think of things like the grills or the buffet and the casual dining options on board. And aren't those included? Not to worry, we're gonna break it all down for you.
First, the fun part, premium desserts.
Now, most desserts are included in your basic fare, but there are 3 things you may want to try that are premium. So you'll either be paying a la carte or they'll be included in one of the packages. Those are the gelateria, or the gelato bar. We have here our affogato and our gelato. And then you get some premium cakes up at the Coffee and Cones, and also the premium sundaes up at Coffee and Cones. With our Princess Plus package, we're allowed 2 premium desserts per day. But we haven't gotten anywhere near eating that many this week, and I want to know who thinks they would. Press up in the comments below if you think you could eat 2 of these per day.
But don't worry if you don't have a package, because desserts in the main dining room, soft serve on the promenade, and treats in the International Cafe are all included without a package.
The specialty ice creams like what Steven got looked amazing, but with one problem. They only come with a vanilla gelato. They don't even have any other flavors at the bar, so you can't even request a change. And I'm just not into vanilla. I'm a chocolate girly. So I went ahead and got the Smize and Dream ice cream from Tyra Banks. Now, it was really good, but it cost $6 and it's not included in any packages. Since they have chocolate soft serve on the promenade deck and chocolate gelato at the gelato bar, I just don't think there's any reason to pay $6 for this little 4-ounce ice cream. They've got plenty of other delicious options on board. Now for that pesky casual dining. You would think that all dining that isn't specialty would be casual, but it turns out there are 2 restaurants that fall under the casual dining classification. One is right here, it's Alfredos Pizza, and the other one is downstairs, it's O'Malley's Irish Pub. With the Princess Plus package, you get 2 casual dining experiences per sailing, so that's 2 in the entire week. You can always get more, of course, if you want to pay a la carte for them, and also if you don't even have a package, you could just pay a la carte for those. Of course, always watch those menus because there are some items that aren't included in any packages, so they'll get you. We figured out the main difference between the types of pizza, and that is on the Lido deck, it's more of like a New York style. Out on the promenade, it's more of almost like a Roman style, but thicker. And in here in Alfredo's, this is more Neapolitan style. That's my favorite, so this one wins for me. Now, if you go big and get the Princess Premier package, you get all kinds of upgrades, from like 4 devices on the Wi-Fi to reserved seating at the performances in the theater. And when it comes to food and beverages, it's all kinds of unlimited. Unlimited drinks up to $20 each, unlimited casual and specialty dining. It's pretty much an eat, drink, and do whatever you want for a whole week package for the ballers.
Let's talk about our specialty dining experiences. Those are the nicer dining options on board, so we didn't want to film a lot in the restaurants and disturb the people around us. Our first night we ate at the Catch by Rudy, which was fantastic. The staff was knowledgeable and friendly, and the food was excellent.
With maybe one exception. My dad got the king prawns, which we suspect were actually langostinos. They were huge. That part was fine, but it was just a little bit chewy and tough. Not as tender as he would have liked. On night 3, we came here to Makoto Ocean for sushi. If you know us, you know that sushi is a splurge we love. In fact, we recently had some amazing sushi.
Like world class.
Yeah, in Vancouver. So check that vlog out after this one. Like at the Catch by Rudy, the service at Makoto Ocean was fantastic, and they were especially knowledgeable with regards to wine and drink pairing, so that was super helpful. The sushi was good too, but we did have 3 cons here. The first one is that this restaurant is right on the piazza, which seems kind of cool because at least then you're kind of in the mix of things. But we made the reservation a couple weeks before the cruise, and we did not have the full cruise schedule yet. Unfortunately, our reservation time coincided with a massive and very loud party that was going on right in the center of the ship here. So it totally rendered dinner conversation impossible. Con number 2, the sushi bar itself is right by the doors to the casino. And they allow smoking in this casino, and you can definitely smell it before you go inside. So even though our table was a little bit further away and you couldn't smell it from there, it was still a little disconcerting knowing our food was being prepared in an area where that secondhand smoke was reaching. Con number 3, they put oil on the sushi.
Yeah, something we never heard of before.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about, but I think that if you know in advance, so take this tip with you, you can ask for them not to put it on. I'm sure they'd be willing to accommodate.
Yeah.
But it was just kind of oily, greasy, and kind of weird. So definitely didn't enjoy that part of it.
As far as bars go, there are almost too many on board to list. But the extra fun options include O'Malley's Irish Pub and Crooners, both of which feature live music.
Our favorite is Good Spirits at Sea. It's a combination travel show and mixology class. And we're here for Steven's birthday.
Yeah, and if you want to give me a little something special for my birthday, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel.